I don't think it was my best playoff I've ever had, but I don't consider it that bad. Sometimes I find myself in May, the end of April and getting into May, thinking about other things other than hockey because of the weather being nice and all that. And I find myself sometimes wandering off. My mind wanders off. And if I can keep my mind on it, that's fine. A lot of guys, you know, in this game of hockey, when it comes to May after playing 80 games and 20 playoff games and 10 or 12 exhibition games, they tend to get tired. I wasn't physically tired. I think I was mentally tired. And I blame myself for it a little bit. I blame our coach for it a little bit. I blame my teammates for it a little bit. Mostly I blame myself, of course, because it's up to the individual himself to get up for a game. And I certainly wasn't ready for some of those games, that's for sure.
Phil Esposito, whose name seems to be written in indelible ink on top of the list of National Hockey League scoring leaders, recalls last season's Stanley Cup playoffs. He wasn't the only one in the building thinking of that blazing final round between his Boston Bruins and Philadelphia's hard-skating Flyers as these two clubs meet in Boston Garden for the first time this year. The Bruins had won the first meeting in Philadelphia 4-1. And this game, played before the usual packed house and a national television audience, had all the pregame excitement of a playoff encounter, each team wanting to establish a measure of psychological superiority over the other in case they meet again next May for the championship. And it didn't take long for the past to catch up with the present, as Philadelphia's tough Dave Schultz and Boston's Carol Vadnais renew their friendship along the boards. Schultz draws 4 minutes with double minor penalties, and Vadnais gets 2 minutes. So after both teams skate even, the Bruins will eventually have the extra man. Skating 4 aside, play opens up at both ends of the rink as the teams trade flurries. Once again, the familiar images of these two hockey clubs comes back from the '74 Stanley Cup playoffs as the goalies, Philadelphia's Bernie Parent and Boston's Gilles Gilbert, come up with sparkling saves, reminding the fans of their duel in last season's finals. These two teams respect each other. They know that a mistake against this kind of competition can cost a goal, so they work to set up an advantage without risking themselves defensively, changing players on the fly, bringing in fresh legs to keep up the pressure. But the goalies hold. With the face-off, and the Philadelphia end, Boston wins the draw and sets up with Orr at the point, Esposito in the slot, Wayne Cashman and Johnny Busick working along the boards. Out to Orr, the slap shot, Parent saves, and with an anxious Cashman waiting for the rebound, the Flyer goalie freezes his body, knowing the puck didn't go in, but for a second or two, looking like a man wondering how that stolen watch got in his pocket. Back comes Boston, working the puck in and skating 5-4 now with Schultz still in the penalty box. Esposito to Cashman in the corner, waiting for the return pass at the net. Blocked by the defense, Espo has it again. A shot stopped in front. Another shot, and finally cleared. But the Bruins continue to pour it on until Philadelphia's close checking gets the puck, and they go back the other way. The puck to Gilbert's left, and he's sent sprawling in front of his net as the Flyers almost catch Boston with a shorthanded goal. Still only midway through the first period, both teams even now. The game shifts from one end to the other as the action on the ice lives up to its advanced billing. But Gilbert is called for delay of game as he holds the puck against the net with no Philadelphia players threatening. The Flyers get their first power play opportunity. Watson tries to go around Orr, takes the shot, kept in by Gary Dornhofer. They pass the puck around the net. Kindrachuk, number 26, is open in front, but they can't get it out to him. Finally, out to Ross Lunsbury for the shot, but the Boston goaltender saves and holds on. Skating even now with a little over 5 minutes left in the period, Boston works the puck out of its own zone, and Bruin Andre Savard ties up defenseman Tom Bladen along the boards. No penalty call. The puck squirts loose, but Ted Harris clears, and the Flyers break with Bill Clement feeding Bobber, going in alone on the defense. Bobber spins, waits for help, and the back-checking Savard again wraps his arms around the Flyer. But this time, referee Art Skov blows the whistle on him. And as Boston touches the puck, play is called, and Philadelphia will put its power play to work for the second time. The Flyers dump it in, cleared behind the net, but Philadelphia keeps it in. Bladen at the point, taking the shot that is blocked in front, and the Bruins move it out. Up to Orr, who threatens a rush, then wheels around, wasting time, and passes off to Vantney, as the Bruins do an excellent job of killing off the penalty. But minutes later, the Flyers pressing now. They keep the puck in play in the Boston end. Schultz taking the puck around the fallen Dallas Smith, and he looks to take the shot. He loses control over to Clement, who passes out to the point man. The shot, and Gilbert holds for a face-off. Bobby Clark wins the draw. The Flyers spreading out, opening up lanes for a clear shot on the net. And number 27, Reggie Leach, finds it with a slap shot, putting Philadelphia up 1-0 at 18-19. Then just seconds later, Flyer defenseman Andre Dupont trips Orr as he crosses the blue line, and once again, Boston will have the man advantage. Orr brings the puck up. Back passes neatly to Cashman, and the Bruins quickly work it around, trying to set up Esposito at his favorite place in the slot in front of the net. Orr to Busick, over to Espo, who beats Perron, and just like that, the score is tied 1-1 as the period comes to a close. The Flyers get the second period off to a quick start by getting the puck into the Boston zone and right wing Bill Barber into the Boston net. In all the confusion, goalie Gilles Gilbert kept his cool but lost his stick. And luckily for Boston, they were able to clear the puck out of danger and carry the play down to the Philadelphia zone. But Leach intercepts Terry O'Reilly's centering pass and starts a rush that ends up with Gilbert smothering the puck in his pads, and play is called. Philadelphia has come out red hot, and in these opening minutes, they managed to control the puck, really putting the pressure on, keeping things moving toward the Boston zone. Getting off shot after shot, they forced Gilbert to cover up, and he settles for a face-off deep in Bruin territory. Again, the Flyers swarm around Boston's net. The puck slithers behind Gilbert, and a falling Don Selesky reaches over the pile and just tips it in at 4:37. Gilbert is furious, claiming there was a man in his goal crease and that the goal should be disallowed. But a replay shows that the puck was in the crease before any of the Flyers, and Selesky's goal counts, giving Philadelphia a 2-1 lead. Now, once again, those who saw these two teams in playoff action are in for a dose of déjà vu as the pace accelerates. Both clubs trading rushes amidst fine defensive plays and outstanding goaltending. After a face-off, the puck is knocked back, but Clark feeds ahead to Reg Leach on a clean breakaway. Gilbert plays it perfectly, giving him no angle, and the puck goes back the other way as it becomes Perron's turn to handle a barrage of shots. From ice level, the camera catches the heavy body contact these two very physical clubs are famous for. The third period begins, and neither team shows any fatigue as the action continues to shift back and forth from one end to the other. Orr back behind the net. Looks to start the Boston attack. Now Orr starts up. The pass to center, to Esposito. Esposito wheeling, looking to throw in. He does. In the Philadelphia zone now, the puck worked along the boards. Comes out to Orr, but his pass off the edge of the stick goes right to Bobby Clark, who feeds up to Bobber, seemingly about to split the Boston defense. But Orr's great speed makes up for the bad pass, and he catches up to Bobber, riding him off the puck. Both teams continue to press, knowing the importance of the next goal at this stage of the game. The Flyers look to get it out. Harris winds it around. Now Clement on a breakaway. The shot blocked by the goaltender Gilbert. And here come the Bruins back the other way, led by Greg Shepard. Shepard slaps. It is stopped by Perrant. Bruins keep it alive as O'Reilly tries to get it out. Now here's Kelly digging along the boards. Here's Kelly to center. Here's Kelly to the blue line. The slap. Glove save made. And Gilbert holds on. Phil Esposito had 43 goals coming into this game, his 47th of the season. And he is closing in on Maurice the Rocket Richard's record of 50 goals in 50 games.
I feel that the pressure sometimes is great on me, only because when I don't score a goal, our team loses 4-3, 3-2, 2-1. And I always think, well, if I would have did my job and got a goal tonight, it would have been 2-2 or 4-4, or we would have won 4-3 or something. So, and I don't know why I do this to myself, but I do put pressure on myself. I figure that I should score goals. That's the best thing I can do, I think, in my life, really. So I should do it.
Clark has the puck, stolen by Vadnais, and up ahead into the Philadelphia zone. The puck goes into the corner. Out to Dallas Smith on the left point. A shot by Smith. Perrant's got it in his pads. Esposito whacks at it. Goal! Phil Esposito ties it up at 2-2 at 9:39 of the third period. Here's the replay. Esposito's 45th goal, and Boston Garden comes alive. Set up behind the net. Lunsbury cuts in front of Orr. There's a pileup, and Gilbert holds on. With the minutes of this important game ticking away, Bobby Orr stays on the ice. His phenomenal stamina keeps him off the bench, resting on his feet. By the end of this game, he will have logged more than 40 minutes playing time. The Flyers clear at their end and head back toward the Boston defense. Reg Leach carrying the puck. Leach fires, and once again, Gilbert comes out to cover up and hold as less than half a minute remains in this game. Back in the Philadelphia end, the Flyers clear around the net. And these two teams who played so evenly today will finish tied at 2 goals apiece. For the Flyers, a victory of sorts, playing away from home. And for the Bruins, some consolation as they came back twice. Their big center, Phil Esposito, bringing them even both times with his 44th and 45th goals of the season.
So there's going to come a day when I might get 35 goals, which is for other people is a great year. But for me, it will be a bad year, and I'll get booed by the fans and probably get traded by the Bruins and end up in Oshkosh or someplace, and here I'll be. But listen, this is my life. I chose this, my profession. I chose it. I expect it. I expect the boos, I suppose, and I expect the rest of that.